pair of linear equations in two variables. Dear students, this is the third chapter in NCERT class 10th mathematics, and after real numbers and polynomials, this is the third algebra chapter of mathematics. Okay, so we are starting with this series of pair of linear equations in two variables. Now first, before starting with, we'll start with some basics, that what are the variables. That is very clear because that we have seen in polynomials. X, y, p, q, anything can be used as variables. And what are variables? The things which keep on varying. Variables is formed out of a word called varying. The thing which varies is called as variables. For example, this pen, even after 5 years, this length of this pen will be same, but these fingers, yes, we have seen from childhood till now and further. So these are variables and this is nothing but a constant. Okay, so two variables means we'll have more than one variable. Linear equation. Now we have seen in polynomials about linearity. Linearity means when the degree of that equation is 1. When the degree of equation is 1 means the highest power carried by any variable should not exceed 1. Okay, and when we say pair, so means it is not just single equation, there will be two equations. Okay, so first we will see what is the general form of this linear equation. So an equation of the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Now y equal to 0 because it is an equation, equal to 0, where a, b and c, what are a, b, c? Are real numbers and a and b are not 0, means c can be 0 but a and b will never be 0. Okay, is called a linear equation in two variables. So this is about the linear equation. This is the example of linear equation, the general form of linear equation. It is in the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers, where a and b both cannot be 0, is called a linear equation in two variables. Now because we are considering pair, so how we represent the pair? So a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So here we are having pair of linear equations in two variables. Now what we'll say about a1, a2, b1, b2, c1 and c2, what are these? These are nothing but real numbers. Okay, so we will say that this set is representing pair of linear equation in two variables. Now why we need to have these linear equations? Because when we are trying to solve a situation, okay, we can represent that in the form of linear equation. Suppose two teams are there whose performance we have to check. Okay, so we can consider that A1 and A2 are nothing but the bowlers, if B1 and B2 are nothing but the batsmen and C1 and C2 are nothing but the, like in that way we are considering two teams. Okay, so X is a variable which is nothing but the bowlers, Y is a variable which is nothing but the batsmen. So how they are going to we can say that create a situation like how their performance we are going to check, that can be done with the help of pair of linear equation. Suppose India's team, they are having out of 11, 5 are good bowlers, okay, and 6 are good batsmen, okay. And in Pakistan's team, suppose there are 4 good bowlers but around 7 there are good batsmen. So how the situation will work out, that can be checked through the with the help of these pair of linear equations. Okay, now how to solve these linear equations, there are some methods that we are going to see in this part. Okay, so there are some certain methods by which we can solve the pair of linear equations. So let's see what are the two methods. Okay, methods to solve pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, there are certain methods to solve these pair of linear equations in two variables. What are these methods? Number one is graphical method. Okay, and number two is algebraic method. Now in this graphical method, what we do, we plot the graph for the given situation. Okay, we can plot the graph for a given situation. For example, suppose there are two equations, then what we'll do, we'll plot those equations on a graph. Okay, now there are three conditions how the graph can be. Okay, so one by one we'll see for the three conditions. Number one, when the two, like one thing is there, that whenever we are given with a pair of linear equation, we will get a straight line. Why straight line? Because it is a linear equation. It is a linear equation. Linear means line. So we'll never get a curve here like parabola, like we have seen in the quadratic polynomial. Okay, so we'll get a line. So if we are getting given with two pair of linear equations, okay, two linear equations in two variables, so we will get, definitely will get two lines. Now these two lines can be plotted in many ways. Number one, if the two lines are, suppose the two lines are, what you are getting to see, that they are parallel. Okay, okay, so the lines can be parallel. When we say if that lines are parallel, then we will say that there is no solution, no solution for the pair of linear equations if the lines are parallel. Okay, suppose the lines are, suppose, yes, you can see the lines are meeting at one point. Okay, in such a case we will say when the lines are intersecting, when the lines are intersecting at one point, in that case we will say it will have a unique solution. What will say? Unique solution. And in case the lines are number one and number two, now you will say that what I did, I have drawn coinciding lines. Okay, the lines are coinciding. So in that case we will say infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. So these are the three situations where we can plot pair of linear equations by graphical method. Now for algebraic method, there are three methods. Okay, in algebraic we have three methods: A, substitution; B, elimination; and C, cross multiplication. Okay, these are the three methods in algebraic. Now we have seen graphical. It is easier comparatively, yes, but for this we need graph paper. If we need to solve it algebraically, then we will have to do some calculation work. Okay, now as the name suggests, substitution means we will have to substitute some value for a variable. Okay, we will have to substitute some another value for a variable. Okay, either x or y. In elimination, what we do, we cancel out a particular variable only. Okay, and in cross multiplication we cross multiply the parameters. Okay, so one by one we will see all the three methods in the coming part. Okay, hope the concepts are clear about what are the pair of inequations and what are the methods. In the next part we will discuss these methods and along with some examples of graphical also. Okay, so hope the things are clear. If not, then what you have to do, you have to comment in the comment section. Okay, so that we can discuss those things in more detail. Okay, so with this, dear students, we will stop here. Enjoy learning. Take care.